Hey, it's Corey, and today you're going to learn how to play Anti-Hero from Taylor Swift's new album, Midnights. So this tune is going to have 4 chords. It's going to be featuring the A major, the E major, the B major, and the C sharp minor chord. Now I understand for some people the E major chord is something that a lot of people have a hard time with, especially if you're a beginner player. So if that is you, you can also use the alt chords of F major in place of the A major. You can use C major in place of the E major, and then G major in place of the B major, and A minor in place of the C sharp minor. If you're interested in being able to use these easy chords, I will have a play along for that version of the song coming out later in the week. So make sure to stay tuned for that if you prefer that easier version. Otherwise, everything else in that easy version will be the same for this tutorial, so you can still learn a lot even if those chords aren't going to be the ones you end up using. The first chord we're looking at for this song is going to be the A major chord. To make the A major, you're going to take your first finger, place it on the 3rd string 1st fret, and then take your second finger and place it on the 4th string 2nd fret. Next up is the E major chord. Now for a lot of people this is quite difficult, but I'm going to show you a different positioning for it that is actually my favorite, and it works with a lot of songs. So the first thing you're going to do is take your first finger and place it on the 1st string 2nd fret. You're then going to jump down to the 4th fret, and using your 2nd, 3rd, and 4th fingers, you're going to place your 2nd finger on the 4th string, your 3rd finger on the 3rd string, and then your 4th finger on the 2nd string. Next, we have the B major chord. If you're at all familiar with how to play the B flat major, which looks like this, you probably already know how to play the B major chord because it's that same positioning, just up 1 fret. So you're going to take your first finger, then bar it across strings 1 and 2, then take your 2nd finger and place it on string 3 of fret 3, and then your 3rd finger is going to go on string 4 of fret 4. And finally, we have our C sharp minor chord. This is going to first be with our first finger, and you're going to bar all the way across fret 4. You're then going to take your 2nd finger, place that on top in order to give a little bit of extra support. Make sure your thumb is positioned right behind the 3rd and 4th frets, right in the middle. That way you're going to have nice power to be able to get all of those 4 strings sounding. Then you're going to take your 3rd finger and place it on the 4th string of the 6th fret. When playing these songs, you're going to have quite a few full lifts in between songs, but here's a few tips that can make it a little easier. When moving from your A major to then your E major, unfortunately here is just going to be one that you're going to want to practice that transition a bit because there aren't any shared strings. However, when you move from the E major to the B major, you can really use that 1st string on the 2nd fret as a pivot point because you're moving from being barred on strings 1 and 2 with your 1st finger to then just putting down those other 3 fingers. And it can make it a lot easier when making that transition to not lift up your 1st finger. So again, you're moving from this E major to then the B major. So you're just kind of doing a quick pivot. I'm going to show you one more time. E major, B major. And finally, when you're in this B major position, it can actually be pretty easy to go down to that C sharp minor. All you need to remember to do is you're going to kind of, again, use that 1st finger as an anchor point. And because you're moving to the 4th fret to bar across, what I do is I kind of just slide my finger down. You just are taking it here and then sliding all the way down, put that 2nd finger down and make sure your 3rd finger lands on the 6th fret 4th string. Once you're really solid on those different chords, it's time to look at the strumming pattern. For this song, we're going to be utilizing one main strumming pattern and then in a couple sections moving to playing on the beat and playing on the chord changes. The main strumming pattern we're going to be using and just demonstrated on an A major to start is going to be a down, down, then down, up, down, down, down. Now we're going to be changing chords in the middle of the strumming pattern. The full pattern will sound like this. Starting on the A major, you're going to have a down, down. Then you're going to move to your E major for your down, up, down, down, down. Then you're going to move to that B major and have another down, down, and then move down to the C sharp minor for down, up, down, down, down. the entire progression will end up sounding like this. Down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, down, down. This progression is going to be the general pattern we're going to play throughout the entire song. So you'll just continue rotating through those 4 chords and that strumming pattern for the entire time. This will change, however, when we get to the pre-chorus. Here, we're just going to be playing on the beat. This means that you'll play each chord twice for 2 down strums and then move to the next chord. The only other time that this is changing as well will be for the bridge section, which you're just going to play on the chord changes. So it will break up the monotony of a single strumming pattern throughout the song. So I'm going to demonstrate what those different sections sound like so you can hear them and get them in your ear before the play along. So this is the opening line of the song using the main strumming pattern of the down, 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 up, down, down, down during the first verse. 1, 2, here we go. And I have this thing where I get older, but just never wiser. Midnights become my afternoons. This will be the same pattern you use for the chorus, which will sound like this. 1, 2, here we go. It's me. For the pre-chorus, where you're going to be playing on the beat, it will sound like this. 1, 2, here we go. I should not be left to my own devices. They come with prices and vices, end up in crisis. I've realized all this time. And then finally, an example of what playing on the chord changes will sound like during the bridge section is like this. 1, 2, here we go. It's me. I'm the problem, it's me. It's me. Hi. I'm the problem, it's me. It's me. Hi. Everybody agrees, everybody agrees. Other than these major shifts where you're going to be changing what you're doing strumming pattern wise, there's only one time in the song that you're going to be completely changing from what I mentioned before. And that's going to be on the last chorus at the very end of the song. This particular tune doesn't have an outro, but what we are going to do are on the last 4 chords of your A major, E major, B major, and C sharp minor. On that last B major to C sharp minor, you're going to play them a little bit slower and just play on a single down strum. And that will end out our tune. But otherwise, those are all the main pieces you need to be able to play this song. As a reminder, you could always use the alt chords, and I'll have a play along for that coming out later in the week. But if you're interested in that or the song sheets for any of my tutorials, including this one, you can always find that on my Patreon. And I have the link for that in the description box below. But otherwise, we're gonna give a play along so you can see what it sounds like all together. 1, 2, here we go. And I have this thing where I get older, but just never wiser. Midnights become my afternoons. When my depression works the graveyard shift, all of the people stand there in the room. I should not be left to my own devices. They come with prices and vices, end up in crisis. I've realized all this time. I wake up screaming and dreaming. One day I'll watch as you're leaving, 'cause you got tired of my scheming for the last time. It's me. Sometimes I feel like everybody congressman. I realize it's time. I wake up screaming from dreaming. One day I'll watch as you're leaving, and life will lose all its meaning for the last time. It's me. Hi, I'm the problem. It's me. At tea time, everybody agrees. I'll stare directly at the sun, but never in the mirror. It must be exhausting, always rooting for anti-hero. I have the street, my daughter-in-law kills me for the money. She thinks I left them in the will. The family gathers round and reads it, and then someone screams out, she's laughing up at us from hell. It's me. Hi, I'm the problem. It's me. It's me. Hi, I'm the problem. It's me. It's me. Hi. Everybody agrees. Everybody agrees. It's me. Hi, I'm the problem. It's me. At tea time, everybody agrees. I'll stare directly at the sun, but never in the mirror. It must be exhausting, always rooting for the anti-hero. I hope you guys found this tutorial for Anti-Hero by Taylor Swift helpful. Like I said, if you're looking for an easier version, a play-along will come out later in the week that can offer some options for you. But otherwise, if you're looking for the song sheet for this song or any of my other tutorials and play-alongs, you can find that on my Patreon, and I hope you guys have a great day. Bye! Shift all of the people. I toast and stand there in the room. I should not be left to my own devices. They come with prices and vices, and up in crisis. I feel